So now that the tube has settled down, you see how it's really nice as I kind of move it to the side here. It doesn't make that sludge, and it's not, so that means it's not too watery. You can also flip it upside down to tell, kind of like a DQ testing with when they do with the Blizzard. It doesn't flow down, which this is a good tube. Now, originally there would be 6 tubes that you'll have to make. So let's say this was the first one. You'll just basically just set it down and just finish all the other ones. When you're done with the last one, they should all just settle down. What you want to do now is get 5 yeast pellet. Make sure, and then just pour it into here. So very gently tap on the tube itself to make sure that you have about 5 pellets in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go ahead and just dump it in here. 5 pellets. Once you have that, okay, I've actually taken out the flies from the fridge away. This process, you kind of have to be fast because they're starting to wake up because of our warmth. So what you want to do is go ahead and flip it upside down. Make sure that you have your foam ready to cover it up. So go ahead and tap the side. This is what I meant by like we don't want it too watery. It's because when you kind of tap it, it kind of comes down. Tap the side so the flies are kind of like on the side. Sorry, on the side down here. Because when you kind of open up, very gently, just make a very small sliver and just kind of tap it. Make sure that you also scrape it off on the foam. Tap it in. Want to keep repeating that process until there are about 15 flies in here. Make sure you also tap. And because they're starting to wake up, I like to cover it really quickly. I'm gonna get the second tube because there wasn't enough in the first one. This is why I like to have one more tube more than I need. Go ahead and always tap to make sure because they're waking up so that they fall down. Tap a little more. Stop, and then you kind of have to take a look. You're gonna have to eyeball this part. So it looks like there's about 15 in there. So again, tap. So they fall down and also fall down. Tap the tube and cover it up. And this is how you make your own fly tubes. And then what you can do is also just count if you're like missing, you don't have to be exactly at 15, but if you're missing like a good chunk of like even 5 or 10, go ahead and place this back in the freezer along with the other ones and just repeat this process. Make sure that you label your name on it and also the date that you made it on with the permanent marker. So that's all you have to do to make the fly tubes. Once you're done, put them into the yellow tray because that's a new tray.